like to introduce our first speaker, Christine Cockburn. Following early careers in performing arts and retail management in the UK, Christine came back to Australia to follow her passion for healthcare and a transformative experience caring for her mother with a short-lived rare cancer following her own diagnosis of breast cancer at just 33. Realising that oncology and supportive care was her life's work, she did sociology and then has just done a master's in public health as well. After 6 years at Rare Cancers Australia, she's proud to have developed the cancer navigation model and the patient support programs. And it's very exciting news that she's going to be transitioning from General Manager to CEO to continue her impact and the impactful work that Rare Cancers does. So please give a big welcome to Christine Cockburn.
Welcome. Good morning. Thanks for attending here in Canberra and online. We're very happy to have you all here for this incredibly important conversation. Here we stand 9 years on from Rare Cancers Australia's first CanForum, when forgotten cancers were first recognised. When RCA brought together the people, the advocates whose very lives are affected by the work that we intended to take on, those that had received bad luck diagnoses. We've always advocated with the community who stand to benefit from the change and whose voices carry the real stories of why systems change is needed to make things fair for Rare. That strategy lives on today, and we bring the Rare community with us to say that we cannot wait for someone else or some other time. We are the people, and this is the time. You'll hear us talk over the program today and over the coming years about access to streamlined genomics and personalised medicine as standard of care. The recommendations from our rarefication report are not outrageous. They're rational and they're reasonable. Australia is well placed to deliver better outcomes through genomics. Much of the infrastructure already exists. All sectors are in agreement, and the stasis really must be broken. Rare Cancers Australia has always pursued an ambitious agenda for change. Recognition of Rare in the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare data for the first time was a moment in time, a chance to recognise the size of the problem, and that when grouped together, Rare is in fact not rare. This heralded a new era where it was clear that Rare outcomes were poor and many Australians were being left out in the cold. Fast forward to 2018, unprecedented investment in rare cancer, rare disease and unmet need clinical trials program. $50 million to Genomic Cancer Research Program, $41 million in NHMRC funding, committed to rare and less common cancers, and $42 million in new MRFF funding for international clinical trials collaboration. And in 2023, of course, we'll all remember $150 million in federal and state investment in genomics research through Omico. So where have we left to go? As you will hear today from our four extraordinary advocates, access to molecular screening and targeted treatments is very far from streamlined, far from standard of care. Yet this screening already exists and it works to identify treatments that can offer hope for people with a rare cancer diagnosis. All four of these advocates are here adding their voices because they want the next generation of people diagnosed with rare cancers to have an easier time. Earlier testing and timely access to effective cutting-edge therapies so that they can live their lives, return to work, raise their families, finish studies and advocate for change. Science is streaking ahead of our regulatory processes, and we're simply not leveraging the current best knowledge. As all cancers become rare, we need to ensure that the health system in Australia is ready to deliver on the promise of personalised medicine. After CanForum, we'll be sharing a QR code so that you can continue to join this work with us, a call to action at the end of the day. As Rarefication Report outlines, the problem of rarity is a challenge that we are only just beginning to understand. By the very nature of being rare, there will never be vast amounts of clinical data that help new treatments and that have helped systems change for common cancers. By the very nature of being rare, we may never build an enormous network of people who can advocate together for improvements for their specific cancer. What we can do is bring people together from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, with all diagnoses who share one thing in common: rareness. Individually, it can be incredibly hard to make a difference, but through events like CanForum, we are amplifying the voices of our rare community, and together we can create real change.